HPE0-G04 exam practice questions with explanations are available in the video for you to study. Which approach enables a resilient, highly available deployment of the Morpheus platform? A. Deploying several Morpheus appliance nodes to operate together. B. Hosting a single Morpheus node with expanded CPU and memory. C. Running Morpheus only through an external load balancer. D. Using cloud-native services instead of Morpheus appliances. The answer is A. High availability in Morpheus is achieved by deploying multiple coordinated appliance nodes so the system can tolerate failures without service interruption. This clustering design ensures that workloads fail over automatically and operational continuity is preserved. A single appliance, even if powerful, cannot provide redundancy. External load balancers may complement but cannot replace node-level HA design. Therefore, clustering multiple appliances is the correct architectural method. Which two tasks are considered essential when configuring Morpheus immediately after installation? A. Enabling role-based authorization controls. B. Turning off security features to optimize performance. C. Linking Morpheus with cloud integrations. D. Restricting automation features for non-admin users. The answer is A. C. Initial configuration of Morpheus focuses on securely enabling platform capabilities while establishing access control boundaries. RBAC ensures users operate only within their intended scope, reducing risk and supporting governance. Setting up cloud integrations is equally important because it enables provisioning, monitoring, and cost visibility. Disabling security features or restricting automation arbitrarily contradicts operational best practices. Thus, A and C reflect the intended foundational configuration work. What advantages does connecting a GitHub repository to Morpheus provide? Choose 2. A. Supporting automation through infrastructure as code frameworks. B. Maintaining version history for deployment-related files. C. Limiting users to predefined automation templates only. D. Preventing manual configuration changes in workflows. The answer is A. B. Integrating GitHub centralizes configuration artifacts and IAC content so that Morpheus automation aligns with established DevOps pipelines. Version control allows teams to track updates, audit changes, and roll back to previous configurations safely. This integration enhances automation rather than restricting it. Morpheus continues to allow manual configuration where permitted, so options C and D do not represent real capabilities. How can administrators regulate which users may interact with specific infrastructure groups in Morpheus? A. By assigning permissions through Morpheus role-based access policies. B. By limiting each group to only one user role. C. By placing resource-level restrictions on each VM instance. D. By using a fixed grouping hierarchy that cannot be altered. The answer is A. Infrastructure group access is controlled via RBAC, where administrators assign privileges to roles that dictate what actions users can perform. This approach ensures scalable and consistent authorization across environments. Limiting groups to a single role is unnecessary and not aligned with the flexibility of Morpheus. Resource-level manual restrictions are inefficient and error-prone. Thus, RBAC is the mechanism designed for secure group access governance. What is the main function of self-service catalog offerings in Morpheus? A. Allowing users to deploy standardized applications and services on demand. B. Preventing end users from provisioning instances without admin approval. C. Automating system updates across cloud providers. D. Restricting IAC usage to administrators only. The answer is A. Self-service catalog items provide a streamlined interface for users to request and launch predefined service configurations. This model supports DevOps and ITSM practices by combining automation with governance. The catalog does not inherently restrict users unless RBAC policies impose limits. It also does not perform system updates nor restrict IAC capabilities. Its primary value is empowering controlled, self-service provisioning. Which two security practices should administrators apply when managing tenants in Morpheus? A. Enforcing RBAC controls for tenant-specific access. B. Enabling auditing and logging of tenant actions. C. Allowing unrestricted visibility into all cloud integrations. D. Disabling security rules for single-tenant environments. The answer is A-B. Tenant segmentation requires strong access control boundaries, making RBAC fundamental for assigning permissions and limiting cross-tenant exposure. Logging and auditing provide accountability, compliance reporting, and incident investigation capability. Granting unrestricted access would break isolation principles central to multi-tenant architecture. Likewise, disabling security measures is never an appropriate best practice. Therefore, A and B represent correct governance approaches. How do Morpheus file templates contribute to automation workflows? A. They generate dynamic configuration files during deployments. B. They replace all workload automation features in Morpheus. C. They restrict Terraform usage within the platform. D. They require manual modification before provisioning completes. The answer is A. File templates in Morpheus allow administrators to embed variables and logic to produce context-aware configuration files during provisioning. This supports automation by tailoring deployments to user inputs, environment details, or blueprint parameters. They do not replace automation tools, rather, they enhance them. They also do not impede IAC tools like Terraform. No manual edits are required once templates are defined, making the correct statement. What conditions typically cause alerts to be generated within Morpheus monitoring? A. Threshold violations or abnormal performance activity. B. Routine user logins to the platform. C. Hardware refresh operations occurring in the data center. D. Manual resource updates applied by operators. The answer is A. Morpheus monitoring evaluates system metrics and performance indicators, triggering alerts when values exceed defined thresholds or when anomalies are detected. This proactive monitoring helps teams respond quickly to service degradation. User logins and data center maintenance events do not constitute monitored performance criteria. Manual configuration updates alone do not trigger alerts unless they cause metric deviations. Thus, the best matches how alerts are produced. Which two actions represent recommended practices for maintaining self-service catalog items? A. Continuously updating catalog entries to reflect changing infrastructure requirements. B. Applying RBAC rules to determine who can view and launch catalog items. C. Forcing uniform configurations with no customization. D. Prohibiting integrations with IAC-based provisioning. The answer is AB. Catalog items must evolve as infrastructure, applications, and standards change, so regular updates maintain accuracy and usability. RBAC ensures only authorized users can initiate particular catalog offerings, supporting governance. Restricting customization contradicts Morpheus' flexible provisioning model. Preventing IAC integration removes powerful automation capabilities. Therefore, A and B constitute real best practices. Which repositories are supported when integrating external code sources with Morpheus? A. GitHub and GitLab platforms. B. Amazon S3 Object Storage. C. Microsoft OneDrive Consumer Storage. D. Google Drive File Sharing. The answer is A. Morpheus integrates with Git-based platforms such as GitHub and GitLab because they support version-controlled automation scripts, workflows, and templates. Object storage solutions like S3 and consumer products like Drive or OneDrive are not designed for IAC repository workflows. Git-based systems also support webhooks, branching, and C/CD alignment. Thus, GitHub and GitLab represent the correct integration options.